Happy Halloween, everyone, and here we finally are, the last game of the October Spook-A-Thon. And boy howdy is this one a doozy. Bloodborne. The first FromSoft Souls game I ever played. Unless you count me playing Dark Souls 2 for about 10 minutes and absolutely hating the shit out of that game, Bloodborne is the first Souls game I actually tried sitting down and playing. And I absolutely hated the shit out of this game. Imagine any Souls scrub quote. What do you mean you can't pause the game in offline mode? The difficulty spikes are too high. There should be an easy mode. Yeah, that was me when I first played. But years later I tried again, and I still hated it. But then I tried again a year later, and then it finally clicked. And not only did I become a born-again Souls fan, but Bloodborne became one of my favorite games of all time.
Please! This damn
In Bloodborne, you're a nameless hunter, mine is named Survey, who awakens in a clinic located in the city of Yharnam. You quickly discover that this is a heavily hostile place, and the only thing you have to go on is the simple message of seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Once you inevitably die, you don't go to heaven or hell or purgatory or the void, but you instead wake up in the hunter's dream. There you meet Garnham, who is an experienced hunter who just kind of says, don't think about it too much, just go kill shit. And kill shit you shall. Some big shit. So, some may argue that the plot of these games isn't exactly strong, but Bloodborne, more so than the other Souls games, has an atmosphere that pulls you into the world. And with how detailed all the item descriptions are, and having more NPCs than usual for a Souls game, I'd argue that this is the best Souls game narratively. It's not hard to piece everything together on the first playthrough, but let's not kid ourselves, the narrative isn't really why we're here. It's to see what fucked up things we gotta fight and kick the shit out of them. Well, maybe mostly get our shit kicked in, but that's all a part of the Bloodborne experience. Your major line of defense is one of so many trick weapons, all of which having two forms that you can swap between, hence them being trick weapons. Each one has its own moveset, so you get to try out a lot of weapons throughout your Bloodborne playthrough. I'm a fan of the Kirk Hammer, because big hammer go boom. That's it, I'm getting me mallet! Along with your main weapon, taking the place of the Dark Souls staple shield is a secondary firearm. Not useful for attacking in most cases, but this is more used to exploit enemy weak points in their attack patterns. By doing this, you can cause them to stagger, leading to a visceral attack for a ton of damage. This system promotes you to be way more aggressive in Bloodborne compared to Dark Souls' more defensive gameplay type. This is furthered by this mechanic where, when you take damage, if you can deal damage right after the fact, you can recover some of your health. So yeah, Bloodborne's like, get in there, ya wimp, especially when you're getting rocked. And it is so fucking satisfying when you finally figure out a boss's weak points and you can make them look pathetic. I say as I barely squeeze by a blood-starved beast here. And these enemies are amazing. Terrifying designs, meticulously designed attack patterns, each one way tougher than the last. And they're all so unforgettable, more so than previous and even later Souls games in my opinion. And the themes accompanying these bosses are just, oh my god. This game is near perfect, okay? The level designs in both their amazing gothic and eldritch horror-inspired architecture and their shortcut and secret-based design is a treat to explore. The combat feels like a dream, and it's just, I love this game, man. If I had any complaints, it's that your blood vials, this game's equivalent of the Souls Estus Flask healing item, does not refill upon death, meaning if you run out on another boss attempt, you can't go again until you grind out 20 more, which is really lame, and there's really no reason for that. It wouldn't make the game any easier by having them refill upon death. All that is a waste of time. And not being able to travel between lanterns, Bloodborne's bonfire equivalent, is also lame. Having to go all the way back to the Hunter's Dream to travel to another place takes forever since the loading screens are long as hell. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to travel between them. But these are minor complaints. I could talk about this game's finer points all day. But this series of videos has to come to an end sometime, and I think a game as amazing as Bloodborne is the perfect game for that. It needs a remake, remaster, PC port, literally anything, because if you all play one of these 31 games this month, please make it Bloodborne if you can. If you can't, play Symphony of the Night. But thank you all for watching these reviews. I had a hell of a time making them, but it was fun. Will I do it again next year? No! Happy Halloween!
I should think you still have dreams. Well, the next time you dream, give some thought